Hi, this is Jonathan. In today's video, I'm going to feature this guitar from Fender. This is the Fender Vintera 60s Stratocaster in Ice Metallic Blue. So when Fender first released the Vintera a couple of months ago, I was pretty excited because I really like their Fender style of guitars, especially the Strats. And that's why I bought the Fender Japan 50 Strat. One of my favorite Strats, one of my favorite guitars. In any case, thanks to Swee in Singapore, I managed to get my hands on 2 of these Vintera models. I want to give a shout out to Benjamin Ma from Swee. Swee is a musical store. It's a music store in Singapore that one of the biggest music store in Singapore, and they have a long history. They are the official distributor for Fenders, Gibsons, Taylors now, and a couple other brands, the Epiphones, the Heritage, and the Music Man, So Ernie Ball Music Man. So this guitar is the 60s Stratocaster. Features a Pau Ferro fretboard, synthetic bone nut, traditional Cluson style, I guess, tuners, string tree, normal butterfly string tree. Outer body is outer. These are the vintage style pickups. They put that's what they put, vintage 60s vintage style pickup with a volume and 2 tones, 5-way switch, no fancy configuration here. The other thing that is a bit different, I guess, from most Strats is that the last tone now controls the last pickup too, so that's pretty cool. synchronized traditional 6-screw tremolo bridge, maple neck, quarter saw, pretty nice, and that's about it. A 3-ply mint green pickguard. These are not the meter jumbo frets. These are the vintage 60s style frets, probably nickel. And it features, the fretboard features 7.25 traditional fret radius, which is the same as the Fender Japan that I have. I like playing on those. It takes a bit of getting used to if you're not used to the 7.25 as opposed to 9.75 as opposed to the 13s or whatever you have in the modern style of guitars. You might not know, but the Vintera series are all made in Mexico. And this guitar weighs a little bit. This is 3.8 kg. It's a bit of heft to it, so if you're looking for a light Strat, this might not be the one to go to. What do I think about this guitar? I like the feel. This is the polyester glass. The glass of the neck is not really that sticky as opposed to some of the other glass that I've played. It's pretty comfortable. This is a medium C shape, but there's a bit of a chunk to it. It's not like a modern C, so if you have smaller hands, you might find it uncomfortable. For me, I find it nice. I like thicker necks actually, because I find that it makes a difference in tone. The pickups of the traditional 60s styles pickup are, if you want like the traditional Strat sound, like the crystal clear sound, the timbre bell-like kind of sound, these are the ones to go to. And even when you switch onto the last pickup, it can deliver a punch if you need to. With distortion, with high gain, it can still deliver, and it's pretty clean. It's not that noisy. I thought it would be really noisy, but it's not that noisy. I mean, it does have a 60-cycle hum and some interference here and there, especially on the single pickups, like the bridge, the middle, and the neck. Individually, there will be hum, but it's not as pronounced as I thought it would be. Of course, when you go on to the second and the fourth position, you naturally will cancel the hum. I find that the lower strings are a little bit more louder than the higher strings, so we have to do what most Strat players would do, where you have to adjust the position of the pickups, kind of slant, so that the lower strings would not be too much of a volume as compared to the higher strings. I like this guitar. It needs a bit of setup because the guitar came in with 09s, and I'm not used to 09s, I find they go out of tune really easily. I guess if I tune this to a 010, it would stay in tune much better, and I'll probably feel much comfortable with it. So this guitar needs a little bit of a setup. The fact remains that the nut and all, you need to kind of adjust it to suit your playing style. For me, with the floating bridge and everything, it tends to go a little bit out of tune, but if this guitar is mine, I'll probably set it up and it will play beautifully. I believe it will play really well. Again, I say I still prefer 010s for these guitars. Yep. So I hope you enjoyed this review of this beautiful guitar. Ice metallic blue, kind of funky, huh? Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up, and feel free to join this channel if you want to. So till the next video, I'll see you. Ciao.